does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head.
Alright, so Pawaka YouTube, Dano here. We're gonna start off with some bad news. Right, so yesterday, last night, I came from work and I drove home and I did not see a pothole. So I ran over a pothole really hard. And so I got the wheel off right now, and as you guys can see, my wheel is a little bent here. This is from hitting the pothole. And now the impact of the pothole, it was so harsh that I felt it in my spine when I was driving it. As you can see here, my windshield got a crack from that impact, from the impact of the pothole. But of course, you know, this is because there is rust in here. Because when I was driving, I felt something fall on my foot, and it was a piece of rust. All right. So I felt something fall on my foot, and it was pieces of rust. So due to the impact, I felt the rust fall on my foot, and then I saw that my windshield got cracked. So I think inside here is rusted out, and then the impact kind of make it worse, and that's why I got this long ass crack over here on the windshield. But yeah. And also, my car's a little bit messy, but I also got the center console, because the Type Rs, they don't have the center console. They have this thing here. They have like this console, which is, it doesn't have the box here in the middle. Yeah, sure, it's a little bit crappy right now, but you know, it's a junkyard part. So mine is broken here. So I removed that to put a slightly more functional one. A VTEC head on it. Unfortunately, the VTEC doesn't work yet, so we need to resolve that issue.
On this episode, so my clutch is gone. Wow. Okay, okay, guys. And bila man ako na the video.
So in the previous video, I brought the ex-owner of this car for a drive to test out the VTEC, because yes, the VTEC does work now. But then I got clutch issues. So the reason why I did have the clutch issues was because the slave, it wasn't sitting straight, it wasn't sitting correctly, it was sitting on at an angle. So every time I press the pedal, the piston would then push the pin at an angle. So the pressure was coming at the piston from an angle, and it kind of worn out on one side. It kind of worn out the piston and the rubber on one side, and it was seeping, it was leaking via there. Yes, so. Pompo. Okay. And so what I brought the car to Tony, and what Tony did is he made me a different bracket. I actually lost the footage, so I cannot show you guys that, but he made a different bracket. So as you can see now, the sleeve sits straight onto the lever here. This gearbox is actually a cable gearbox, but it's hydro converted, so that's why it sits like that. But yeah, thanks Tony for hooking me up with a new bracket so that my sleeve sits correctly. So that's one issue solved. Also got, so yeah, it's not all bad news. I got some good news as well. What else? Sorry, my car is a little bit dirty. I haven't got, I drove in bad roads. You guys know, the people that know me, they know. So I mentioned in the previous video that the VTEC was working, and yes, I did enjoy the VTEC for a time, but then again it didn't work. So right now I'm going to be checking what's going on, why it doesn't work anymore. And also I hear a strange noise in the head. I don't know if it's in the head or in the block, I don't know, but it sounds like a knocking noise, especially when I start it up. And I know for a fact that most of the time when you're starting it up, and the head makes a noise because the oil didn't get enough time to flow inside. So I don't know, we're going to check that. But let me show you guys what sound I'm talking about.
Step on the land, I've got your hand, and now we're way down, fade out low. Was it your plan? Can't understand. I love the air you bring, everything. Under the sun, a fire is burning. You tell me to hold on tight. I wish that we could stay here forever. I wanna remember. Oh, the sight of you brings the fight in me, makes me wanna move. Fingers down your spine, looking in my eyes, feel your hands on mine. Tonight we're freer than ever. I wanna remember. Oh, we run every endeavor. I wanna remember. Step on the land.
The man is it. The man is it. Ilan ma-patrol the man is it? No.
Ready for September eh.
Ay,
Claro. Alright, so we found bearing shavings inside the filter of the VTEC, meaning the bearing is on its way out.
We don't know if it's bearing yet. Metal shavings. We found metal shavings.
What
We
I
still
see there, what I see there, I think it's bearing.
We still need to confirm if it's bearing.
I think